Hey, my lovely Willow Vibes tribe members. I'm Jessica from Willow Vines Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do a collective message. So please like the videos, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe to join the tribe. I don't know, I feel like I'm excited for something for some reason, so the energy is just kind of like, ooh, what's coming next? What's gonna happen next? Something feels really good here, because it's like I'm anticipating a change, something. I'm anticipating something. Because I don't feel like I'm sitting here like waiting. It feels like, yeah, I can't believe this is happening, or I feel something good. That's what it feels like. So the main energy that we have is build a fairy house. There is magic everywhere, and there is. There's magic in the air, that's for sure. And maybe that's where this excitement's coming in, because I don't know, it's more anticipation than anything, but it's, I don't know, it feels good, it feels happy. And then we have, clarifying that, is throne, position of authority, with the Ace of Cups. It's a love situation here. Love is in the air. That's what it feels like. So I don't know if some of you are anticipating a love situation to turn around or to come your way. And even if you're not anticipating it, it's like take charge energy. Someone wants to take the lead in this situation and make their position known, you know, like, this is where I stand with you, with us, with this. And it is coming from a place of love. So there's some type of emotional connection between you and whoever this person is, because I don't feel like you're the one that's taking your place in the situation. Maybe this person already knows that you're interested in them. And even if that's not the case, I just feel like there's someone who wants to be your one and only, basically. They feel like they're the one for you, because for some reason I don't really feel like that's fully coming from you. It could be, depending on who's who here, but it's like, I really think you could be the one. I really think this is it, and I want to make my stance known. I want to let you know how I feel. Someone is going to take a loving approach. And I do feel like there have been many obstacles in this situation for some of you. Someone might have had to overcome some personal shit, you know what I mean, in order to come to this conclusion or to be open to a relationship. Yeah, they could have been dealing with a karmic person or situation. It was outdated thinking here. Someone's rethinking a love situation. They're wondering if they made the wrong choice in moving in a different direction. I kind of feel like they do feel like they did, and they might want to come your way. Here's your sign. If someone's looking for a sign in this love situation, here it is. I don't know, when this person heads your way, they're headed in the right direction. Because they chose wrong. I think I picked up on that yesterday in Willow's wisdom reading, or one of them. Might have been the day before, but it's like someone knows they made the wrong choice. So there's like rerouting energy here. Let's redirect this. I gotta start over. You might think that this is just going to be another bullshit cycle with this person, especially if it's someone you dealt with in the past. But I kind of feel like there's a lot of lessons tied to this. And part of a lesson for someone is learning how to take charge in their own life and take the lead. You know, they don't have to always follow suit about, like, with what everyone else wants and says and whatever. It's like follow your heart energy. And like I said, if someone's looking for a sign, here it is. I just heard someone wants you to send them a sign. Like, send me a sign if this is right, if I should talk to you, if I should do this. Okay. So maybe someone's going to send another person a sign. I feel like Spirit's doing it right now. Sour patch, hot and cold mixed feelings, on and off. Yeah, this person doesn't know where you stand. Or maybe you don't know where they stand. You probably didn't know where they stood in this situation. Or maybe they were like, I don't know if they were hot and cold, on and off with you, or if they just automatically rejected this connection. It does feel kind of wishy-washy, but I feel like they feel this way about you now. Like I knew where you stood before, especially if you told them you had feelings for them, whether they rejected you or not. Kind of feels like that's in here. now they don't know where you stand because maybe you took your love back or you're not dealing with them anymore. You broke the cycle ultimately so that you don't go round and round with this person. And now they're like, I made the wrong choice and I don't know how you feel. So you could be sending them mixed signals, and maybe that's why that energy of send me a sign is coming in. Well, the situation is definitely balancing out. You get what you give. Someone wants to make adjustments because they want to share their feelings with you. There's definitely mixed emotions here. All right. Yeah, I'll take one of these. Give me one of these. I keep staring at the word cold, so I'm not sure if this person was very cold to you in the past, or if you're being, you know, cold and disconnected, like you're shut off to it now. We have shelter, spiritual growth, accountability, and healing. Yeah, this person wants to heal shit between the two of you because I feel like they've probably done some reflecting, you know, some inner work. Whoever this is has either taken the time to go within and figure shit out for themselves and see where they went wrong, because that's all we can really do. We can't control other people, how they think, feel, and whatever they do. All we can do is handle ourselves, our reactions, and, you know, how we act, basically. And someone's looking within themselves and going over that stuff like, oh, I understand why you acted the way you acted. I understand why this situation unfolded in the way it did. And I almost feel like this person is taking responsibility for whatever role they played in this situation, because I feel like you've always taken responsibility for your own actions. You know, when you fuck up and you go, I'm sorry that I don't want to say spoke out of turn, but I'm sorry that I, you know, hurt your feelings, upset you, or I acted a certain way. That's taking responsibility for, you know, whatever the hell you did. Even if you don't say why, you know, like, because this doesn't feel like one of those apologies where it's like, well, I only acted this way because you treated me that way. This feels like taking total responsibility for your role, you know, like, I'm sorry I acted this way because of blah, 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 whatever, but you're not pointing a finger at anyone else, you know, you weren't going, it's because you treated me like shit, even if you felt that way, because you know that you understand that your reaction is what you're apologizing for, not for what the other person did, because you can't control that. You can only control your own emotions, you know, your own feelings. But I don't really feel like this person was like cruel or anything to you. It doesn't feel like that. It feels more along the lines of, you know, shit timing, lack of understanding, and needing to go within and work on shit for yourself. So I kind of feel like that this person, maybe it was a wake up call for them to do some self-reflection, because there is growth here, and somebody wants to kind of feel like they want to take accountability for whatever role they played in this situation, because I feel like you already did at one point. Let's see. What's up with this shelter card? Lusting? That's unexpected. Forbidden, non-committal, and sexual energy. Yeah, there feels like there's passion between you and this person, like chemistry, or there was at one point, and maybe that became too much. But I feel like somebody might want to, I don't know, I feel like I want to talk about this non-committal energy, because there's a hot and cold. I feel like I just wasn't ready for commitment at that time. There's definitely realizations here, and this person could have been in that player energy, and I do feel like they're interested, like they have there's chemistry here, they have passion for you. They still do. It's almost like I wasn't ready then, but I'm ready now. And I want to heal things. I want to let you know what happened, basically. Someone just wants to let you know what happened between the two of you, because I do feel like there's a lot of questions here, like, I don't know, because I feel kind of confused, especially with this mixed feelings energy. Yeah, because there's clouded judgment and confessions. What did I say? Somebody wants to, they're returning. There's a return. They want to return to the scene of the crime, to the situation, and confess why they played head games, basically. Sometimes people do that unintentionally. Most of the time it's intentional because they know exactly what they're doing. They're just too much of a coward to admit it, you know? And that's something within them and not you. Yeah, somebody wants to let you know why this was so confusing. Why they tried to confuse you in the first place. Because there's an illusion here. There could have been some mixed messages, like confusing messages. That's what it feels like with the hot and cold. Like, you know, when someone's really nice to you and then they're not. It's like that back and forth. What the fuck is this about? Like, it could even go from like passionate communication, you know, like, oh, you're so sexy, or talking all like maybe we could do this would be great, you know, whatever. Like, it's like lead on energy leading into maybe we could date or whatever, because there's lustful energy here. And then it gets retracted, like, no, I didn't mean it. And it's like, wait a minute, you like me but you don't like me. The way that you were talking makes it seem like you're interested, and now you're telling me you don't fucking like me. It's confusing. It's something like that, no matter how the conversation went. And someone wants to confess why they acted that way, basically. Yeah, they're missing you. This person's definitely in their feelings right now. Let's see, let's get one of these. Stepping out of my comfort zone. You were too much to handle for this person, is what I want to say. Or the situation, you know, like, they were definitely not ready to level up. Spiritual work and self-discovery. Yeah, someone is waking up spiritually. They're getting in touch with themselves. That's really what it feels like. I don't know, there's an understanding here that someone wouldn't have attained unless they did some work within, you know, like, because this shit comes, this type of healing comes from yourself and within. It's not external. Nobody can teach you this, show you this, make this happen for you. Someone needed to do a lot of work on themselves, and they were probably spending a lot of time alone in order to do so, or that's necessary, you know. It happens to the best of us. Before I do that, I already pulled one of these, but I want another one. Guidance. Helpful people. You could have been trying to help this person get through certain difficulties in their life, help them break a karmic cycle, even, I want to say, without an ulterior motive, but this person could have looked at you as though you were only befriending them, talking to them, being helpful for selfish gain, especially if you did have chemistry with this person. You know, if you were interested and they were aware of it, this person could have been like, you're only doing this because you want something from me, or because you want me. And that's not the case. They could be seeing that now, or they're gonna see it coming up, because I feel like whatever guidance, support, love, advice, whatever you showed this person, there's no ulterior motive here. You were just being genuine. You were trying to help get them out of a rut, and they probably weren't seeing it that way, because it almost feels like, mind your own fucking business and butt out of my life. And you weren't butting in. Anything that you know about this person, the shit that they've told you, it's not coming from gossip, it's not coming from outsiders, or it didn't at the time if you're not talking to them now, or spiritually. Because, you know, even if you're not a psychic, when you're very empathetic, you can feel how other people feel, their moods. You know when they're in a good mood, bad mood, whatever mood. You know when they're standoffish. You can just sense that stuff. You can sense when someone needs guidance. And if you're in that place and that type of person, that's just what you're led to do, because you feel it, you know. And someone might not have understood that, because there is spiritual work here and self-discovery. So someone could just be figuring out that you were innocent in this whole situation. You were innocently guided to speak to this person. Like, there was no ulterior motive here whatsoever. And I feel like you were just trying to show this person how to have fun again, how to live their best life and be happy, because you know, every moment can be precious if you choose to see it that way. Someone needed to get in touch with their inner child, because I feel like they shunned that side of them, because I feel very rigid, like, you know, that's kids games. This person was acting kind of childish, just gonna say, especially with this hot and cold shit. But it's like looking at you as though you're immature and naive, when that's not the case. You're just enjoying the moment. Because it's reminding me of a time, someone I know, his daughter, she had told me, she's like, you're so fun, you're just like a child. And I took that as a compliment, because it was coming from a kid. And it's like, you know, I could meet her at her level. I can do that with many different people, and I'm sure a lot of you can do that too. And I was just enjoying the moment, and I was like very flattered by her saying that. But I'd be flattered if an adult said it, depending on their tone and how they were approaching me. Because if someone was saying you're acting like a fucking child, that's different than you're just like a child. Like, do you know what I mean? There's a difference, and I kind of feel like, coming from an adult standpoint, most people wouldn't take that as a compliment. They would be like, oh, you think I'm immature? So someone could have looked at you as though you were immature just because you're enjoying the moment, you know? But there's a little bit of a twist here, is what it feels like. It's just because I didn't agree with how you live your life and, you know, what you represent. But I kind of feel like there's a change in perspective here. You know, sometimes it's too late when we finally realize the severity of a situation, or the true nature of someone or a situation, you know, like what's really going on. Like, oh my God, I can't believe that I listened to my fucking family. There could be a family issue here as well, but inner circle, so friends, family, close friends and family. I can't believe I listened to my inner circle about this situation. Somebody followed the wrong fucking advice. Because they had a distorted view of you in this situation. And whoever's in their inner circle is envious of how you live your life, who you are, what you represent. And the fact that whoever this person is to you, that they could heal and live a better life. And a lot of times when we elevate and we heal within ourselves, we let go of the people that don't vibe with us anymore. And someone's inner circle's like, we can't have that. You know, like, we don't want you to work on yourself. We want you to stay at the status quo forever because it's comfortable for us. Well, you know, it's time to get uncomfortable. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable, motherfuckers, you know. Someone's making changes, and they're beautiful changes. Because they were stuck. It's complacency, basically. Someone was complacent. They were comfortable with the status quo because that's just what they know. And then in comes you, or this situation arises, and it's like, well, this is so different than my comfort zone. So it's kind of shocking. You might have been too much to handle at one point, but you know, only the right ones will handle your ass. All right, give me more. What's up with this family card? Actually, we'll do one of these. What's up with this family card, please? Five of Cups. Yeah, people didn't want to be left out. I also feel in this situation, I don't know if it's this person we're talking about that's showing up in the reading, because they're showing up pretty prominently, and it feels like their situation. This doesn't feel like yours. So if you're looking for an explanation as to what happened here, that this is probably it, or this is you, and this is what happened in the situation if you acted that way. It just depends on who the hell is who here, because it feels separate. It's like your situation is separate from this person's situation. Yeah, this person's inner circle, they didn't want to be left out. I don't know, there's a lot of, there could be mood disorders here as well. Someone could be dealing with one. I don't know what type of mood disorder, but I feel like someone's family was upset about this situation, about you coming into the picture for whatever reason. And I'm staring at the child thing, like innocent, so this person could have a child or children, a family situation. Even if they're single, you know, if you have kids, you got a baby mama or a baby daddy, and sometimes they can be problematic. And I kind of feel a situation like that where, I don't know, there's a couple energies in here with this. So for some of you, it's the other parent was problematic. Maybe that was on your end or theirs, one person's end. Just family, we'll leave it at that. Issues, you know, family issues. But there's also someone, could be the other party or whoever, where they were stuck in that karmic cycle. They wanted their family back, you know. They wanted things to work out in, not in a structured way, but in a, what is the word I'm looking for? In a traditional way. Like I don't really want to get serious with anyone else because I want my baby mama back or my baby daddy back. I want my fucking family back. And I'm sad that it's not working out. So I kind of feel that in here for someone as well, which can hold people back. Somebody wants their family back, and it's not happening. It hasn't happened. It won't happen because it's not meant for that person. I kind of feel like there's recognizing this. I'm like, a realization. I'm like mixing up my fucking words. Like, man. Anyways, there's a realization about something not coming together, and that it's time to move forward. And I also feel like somebody's understanding why it's not moving forward. You know, like, yeah, I have love for you, but you definitely don't fucking love me. Because it feels very back and forth with that situation too. Maybe this person, that's why they acted that way, because that's just what they know. That's how relationships have been for them. It's no excuse, but you know, we do what we know. Healing. Self-care, introspection, meditation. That's what I was talking about. This person's going within and figuring themselves out, figuring this out. Like, why didn't this work? Why didn't that work? Why do I always do this? Why do I fuck shit up all the time? They're going within. They're not looking at anyone else. It's like, it's not my family's fault. It's not my friend's fault. It's not my ex's fault. It's no one's fucking fault. Even though I've experienced these things and people have hurt me and said in such and such a way, you know, why do I act this way? Why do I handle shit this way? Because the only person who can answer those questions is you, or whoever's asking those questions, you know? And then we have masked under that, which is hiding, concealing, deception. Yeah, why do I hide my feelings? Why do I lie about this stuff? Why did I do that? Someone's really going deep. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Well, I feel like the answers are coming for whoever is in that energy feeling that way. They'll figure out why they did whatever they did, and don't worry, you'll grow from this situation. You're strong enough to go through this. You're strong enough to admit your faults, your wrongs, and move towards whoever or whatever you need to. All right. Someone's having a hard time owning up to their mistakes to you. Like, because they were having a hard time admitting it to themselves, and it's like step one, admitting you have a fucking problem or that there is a problem, and then handling that yourself, and then step two, talking to whoever, you know, that kind of thing. High priestess, someone might want to speak to a high priestess, or you just know it's the right thing to do. Some of you could be feeling this person approaching you like, all right, I see your energy coming in. You saw this person's inner demons. You knew exactly what was going on with them, and they fucking know it, and that probably invoked a little bit of fear within them because you were exposing whatever they were hiding. Like, no, this is within. Why the fuck do you see that? Because they were concealing their feelings, their fears, their issues, and you saw what they were keeping hidden. Even if they weren't lying to you, like being mean to you directly, you saw something within this person. You knew that they were coming from a broken place, basically. But I feel like you're keeping their secrets to yourself, and if you are in that high priestess energy and you're highly gifted, intuitive, whatever, like you're a reader or anything like that, if you shared this person's deep dark secrets, I don't feel like you directly shared them. You didn't say so and so is feeling this way, or I'm sensing this about Joe Schmo. I feel like it just came up in energy, maybe because that person was in your energy paying attention to you, if that's the case. But either way, no matter what you do or don't do, I feel like you could sense this person's, the broken side of them. You knew something was going on and you were led to help them, and they did not see it that way. No, they did not. Knight of Swords. This person lashed out. I don't know, there's a quick reaction here. Someone's also overcoming their fears. Okay, whatever this is, if you said something to this person or about them, whether it was indirectly or directly, you were brave enough to speak up about this situation, about this person, about what happened. You were just brave enough to speak up, to say something, to take a stand, because you felt it was right. You didn't let fear stop you from moving forward in this situation, from helping another person. Like, whether I'm right or wrong, this is how I feel, and I'm going to let you know. You let them know, and I feel like someone didn't handle that right. You know, like, I don't know, your bravery did not look like bravery to them. It looked like you were intruding in their privacy, basically, or you're being intrusive, or bold, you know, like, who do you think you are to tell me this? You weren't telling anyone what to do. It's guidance, it's advice. Like, I'm not sitting here saying you have to do this. I'm letting you know what I feel. That's what this is. This is what I feel. And it's not coming from, you know, you going, oh, I love you, this is how I feel, because we can share our feelings that way. This is like, I'm picking something up about you and your situation, and this is what it is, and I just think you should know, whether I'm right or wrong, I want to give you a heads up, because that's what I would want. Like, you were basically treating this person the way you want to be treated, because if someone had a feeling about you or someone around you, wouldn't you want to fucking know? Of course you would. Or if someone's lying to you and you know directly, you like, oh, so-and-so's hiding this shit from you, I'm just letting you know. That doesn't always work out, I'm just gonna say, because I remember this past situation where, you know, I'm a good friend, I'm a truth teller, so if you don't want your truth to get out and you're pulling some fuck shit, don't tell me, because I really don't want to know in the first place. I usually know intuitively, but if somebody's gonna directly say it to me or I find out and I really love someone, I'll tell them. And I did that with a couple friends, actually, and the same thing happened both times. But it wasn't like a lesson in me shutting my mouth. It was probably a lesson for them to entrust, you know, who do you trust? And I kind of knew it was going to unfold that way. But I still was going to do the right thing, because if I didn't say something and then so-and-so was like, well, Jessica knew, then it would put me in the hot seat, like, why didn't you tell me? Well, because this is what fucking happens when you tell people the truth when they don't want to hear it. They fucking go away. They hide. They run. But anyways, there was one friend, her husband was cheating on her, and I knew it because I found out through his mistress, because I was friends with her, didn't know what was going on until we got talking. And I actually made the mistress apologize to his wife. I was sitting right there, made her make the phone call, because I'm like, you gotta make this fucking right. Well, our friendship went to the wayside, but the wife wasn't mad at me. She was actually happy that time that I told her, because it came from the horse's mouth too. It wasn't just me saying it. So that wasn't so bad, but it still created a weird wedge. I don't know why. And then the second time, it was a friend of mine, and I knew what was going on there too, and told her, and you know, I was a liar and all this crap, and it's because she wanted to trust her husband at the time. And I didn't blame her for that, because we all want to be able to do that. So it was like, take this information however you need to. I just wanted you to be aware. And later on, she found out that I was telling the truth, even though, you know, it was made pretty clear that she and the people associated with her thought I was a fucking liar, even though I was the only one telling the truth. And she did apologize to me later, in later years. But that was a risk I was willing to take because I'm an honest fucking person. And it kind of feels like something like that. Even if you weren't outing a cheater, you could have told this person the truth. Like, this is what I feel, this is what I'm picking up energetically, or this is what so-and-so did and said. And they're like, nope, you're lying. And you're like, okay, goodbye. You know? That's what I feel like happened here. And someone's reflecting, going, yeah, okay, I guess you are telling the truth. I was listening to the bullshitter. Someone was listening to the bullshitter. The 7 of coins. Your patience is paying off. But in time, liars always come out. They always reveal themselves. The truth always comes to light. Always. There's definitely progress in this situation. I don't know, that was the Knight of Cups, and for some reason I don't feel it. So it's like I'm not feeling the love here. Or because the love is hidden. You're not feeling the love, or you're hiding your love. Like, I don't want to deal with this because I almost feel like I had to push my feelings aside. The 5 of Swords reversed. Yeah, you weren't trying to have the upper hand here. You're relinquishing control in the situation as well. Like, you know that whatever actions or reactions another person takes or has, you can't control that. You're not trying to control anyone with your intuition, with your abilities, if you have them, but you weren't trying to control anyone in this situation, period. I feel like you knew that the right thing to do here was to let go. So if this person pushed you away, you just let them go. You know, because that's their choice, ultimately. Yeah. Someone probably was looking at you as though you were trying to tell them what to do, trying to control a situation or how it unfolded, like what happens next. And that's not what this was about at all. Sorry, I'm staring at Link. He is like tossing and turning. If he wakes up now, it's not too bad, I guess. Well, yeah, I've been on here for 32 minutes, so that's almost an hour. That's good. All right, the Knight of Wands. This feels like seduction. Does somebody think you're trying to seduce them because you know what they want? Okay, this is like that mind reading energy, which can be sexy as hell and scary as hell, depending on if you're capable of that and if someone's aware of it. You know what I mean? Like, and even if they're not aware of it, when you're connected to someone, it can feel that way. Like, oh my God, you're reading my mind. Like, you know that I like you. You know that I'm turned on. You know exactly what buttons to push. You know, what gets me going. How did you know that? How did you know my fantasies? How did you know what I'm feeling? Sexually is what it feels like. But you weren't trying to seduce this person. You weren't trying to control them with this passionate energy or chemistry or anything. You weren't taking advantage of that. If you could pick up on what they liked or whatever, it's because you just were connected, like, or you're just intuitive and you can't fucking help it. You know what I'm saying? Someone was scared of something, you know, even if you don't know that you know, because that's what it feels like. Like, oh my God, you know. You know I like you. You know, whew, you know what I'm thinking, man. I almost said the Dead at the Death card. Scorpionic energy. You were brave enough to end this. And I feel like this ending is transforming this situation, because it's transforming the way this person thinks and perceives things. I don't know. There's something you said that's sealed the deal here, basically. The 6 of Cups. Progress. This is the past. You could have known this person for a long time. But I do feel like there are children involved in this situation. Your end, their end, both ends. I don't feel like you have children with this person, though. I feel like there's just kids involved. Why am I staring at the word profit? Okay, it's funny because the word profit is profit like as in earning money, making a profit. I don't think anyone thought you were trying to make money off from a kid or kids or something. Maybe someone is with child support and shit or whatever. I don't know. But that feels like being a prophet. You know, like Jesus. Because he was basically a prophet. You know the future. I feel like whatever action you've taken in this situation, you just felt it was right, even if you didn't know the full outcome or why you were doing and saying certain things. But in that prophetic energy, you have an understanding that it was all supposed to happen this way. Like, I don't know, it's almost like every action you took here, everything you said and did and whatever, it was meant to happen. Like, you already knew it was going to unfold this way, and it had to happen in such a way for some reason. That's what it feels like. Because somebody wouldn't have opened their eyes otherwise. Yeah, 10 of Cups. With the 9 of Swords. Someone's scared to be happy. And usually when people fear happiness, like happy relationships, whether it's with friends, family, lovers, you know, happy life, happy wife type crap, male, female, doesn't matter. When they fear that, it's because they have abandonment issues. They fear loss. They fear losing it. It's not really the happiness they fear. It's the loss of it once they attain it. You can't put your happiness in another person or in a situation. It has to come within you. You know, people and things can add to our happiness, add value to our lives. And yes, it sucks when they go away and it hurts and it can still break your heart. But you can't allow it to stop you from trying again in another situation or with another person, because not everyone's the fucking same and not everyone's gonna hurt you like that. That's what this feels like. I also feel like there's a parent in here who fears their child getting too attached to whoever they date or bring into their life, and they don't want to break their kid's heart. It's like, I don't want to break my kid's heart by our family not coming back together like a normal family, like it should, you know, traditionally speaking. And if that doesn't happen and I move on, I don't want my child or children to get attached to the next person and have them leave and break their heart. It's like, I can handle this, I can shut down, but they can't. I don't want them to feel what I feel. Someone's worried about that. Well, if you're worried about that, don't introduce your children to someone new in that romantic way or in that family kind of way until you're sure. And yes, you can date someone, be married, whatever, for 10 fucking years, 20 years, and then it goes down the crapper because of whatever reason. You know, there's a million and one reasons why relationships don't last. And of course, the longer you're with someone, the harder it is to let go. But you can't live your life based off from the what ifs. What if this happens? What if that happens? What if it doesn't? You know, what if you get your happily ever after? What if it lasts forever? What then? You know, if you can think of the what ifs on a negative connotation or in a negative connotation, you can think of it in a positive one as well. And somebody might be doing that because that's kind of what it feels like. Because whatever this is more than sex. I'm just going to say it's more than passion. It's more than this devil bullshit. Someone might also fear someone cheating on them because they've dealt with people who can't control their fantasies and desires and they have to go seek it elsewhere. You know, those people need to work on themselves. And it's not a reflection on you. And for some reason, I want to say this because I don't know why. It does bring it on insecurities because I've been cheated on in the past. And when I was younger, I didn't handle it the best as saying, I'm being honest. I'd handle it a lot differently now than I would have, than I have in the past is what I should say. But I would blame myself. I would go, I'm ugly, I'm fat, I'm not good enough. And then I would sit there and think and be like, well, you know, I'm a good mother. I take care of the house. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, you know, and I'm catering to my husband, boyfriend's needs, whatever, you know, whoever the person is, not naming names or anything. Like, you know, I give them what they say they want, what they claim they want, and it's still not enough. That's not you. That's not your fault. That's their fucking problem. you know, because we can do whatever we want. We can be the best fucking person in the world, the best partner in the world, and some motherfucker will still do that if they aren't in the proper headspace, heart space, whatever. If they're not good with themselves, and you're just collateral damage. And I feel like that's what's gone on in someone's life, and they have some walls up because of it, and rightfully so, you know, but you gotta tear that wall down piece by piece, and, you know, take it slow with whoever comes next in your world, and just don't fear an outcome to the point where you create it for yourself. What is it? A self-fulfilling prophecy. Those are bad. We don't want to do that, because if you think that someone's going to cheat on you, they're going to leave, they're going to hurt you, they're going to do whatever the hell you're thinking, you're going to think about it so much, you're going to actually manifest it and make it happen. You know, because a lot of times when people carry that baggage, they falsely accuse as well, and then someone can only feel like you don't trust them for so long, where they actually go out and go, fuck it, you don't trust me anyways, might as well, or I'm gonna fuck this up now because I can't stand what you're saying to me, you know. That's a self-fulfilling prophecy. And if you're doing that, that means you need to take some time for you and ask yourself why. You know, figure out why you feel the way you feel, what baggage you're carrying on to. You know, you gotta let some of that shit go. Unpack your bags and stay a while, you know. Anyways, I love you guys. Hope it helps. And I'll be back.